the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Was that always in the back of your mind, or where were you when you got the call that's like, bro, we want you to do the Super Bowl?
Was it always in the back of my, it's in the back of every artist's mind.
Really?
Yeah, of course. I mean, as many times as we've seen performers kind of have an entire career,
right,
a legacy career, you know, to have that moment. I mean, you can win awards, you can travel around the world, have fans everywhere, play arenas, stadiums, you know what I'm saying?
130 million got eyes on.
Yeah, I know. So it's like, it's a lot of pressure, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But it's a dream, I guess, for everyone, and I'd always wanted to go there. Had the opportunity to go there, you know, with the Black Eyed Peas.
Super Bowl 45.
Yeah. So
you did OMG.
So after being bitten by that moment, I was like, I got to go back again. I mean, it's a little overdue, but you know what I'm saying? Definitely.
But you didn't want to go back. You wanted to go back as a headliner. You wanted to do your own thing. Now, how do you talk what you did? Because remember, you jumped over Will.i.am, you hit the split, and so now people are like, okay, Usher by himself. What's he going to do to top that?
I don't know if I'm gonna have somebody to jump over. Yeah. You know, man, I think that this is a legacy, right? This entire career and everything that you had to say about me, I really do appreciate it.
Did I leave anything out though?
I mean, I became I got a doctorate this year.
Okay.
So
you got a key to the city?
Got a key to the city of Las Vegas. Became a doctor at Berkeley.
Okay.
But you know, it really kind of comes down to your 10,000 hours, you know what I'm saying? And if you worked hard, then you should be given that opportunity. Jay-Z, he reached out to me personally.
Right.
So
what was that called? So what was that called? Like, okay, phone rings, you look down, it's Hov, Jay. I mean, you probably got it in your phone, it's Hov or Jay. You pick up the phone, you're like, hey, I wonder what he calling me for. Okay, here's the conversation. Now what?
I had an idea that he might be calling. He happened to be coming to town in Atlanta. B was in Atlanta with the tour.
Mm-hmm.
So every time we're in Atlanta, we play spades.
Okay.
Just so you know, me, him, Juan, and I can pick my partner, you know, and then the last time they kind of gave it to me. So I'm thinking he's getting ready to call me to say, yo, pull up to, you know, the arena or stadium and come get this work. And he was like, nah, I'm not calling about spades. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, so what's up? He was like, it's time. Yeah? I mean, yeah, it is 5 o'clock in the morning. It's time. What you mean it's now? But it was early, you know, and he said, you know, this is the magic moment. This is the Michael moment, actually how he put it. And, you know, are you ready? I was like, well, you want to do it? I'm like, first of all, I was a bit in denial. So my girl walks in the room and I'm like, she's like, no way. He's like, yes way. So it's like he was in the room with us, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it was an incredible moment, man.
And you know some of the greatest have done. Prince done the halftime. And remember in Miami, he was playing Purple Rain and it starts to rain.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Beyonce.
Hold on,
so
bro. Everybody realized that God was a Prince fan. That man was playing and it started raining purple.
It started raining for real.
What?
So how long is it going to take you? Because we're probably about 4 months away.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take you to put a set together? Because it's not like your residency here, and we will get into that a little later. You probably got 15, 20 minutes to put something together that will leave the people, that the people will remember for the rest of their lives.
Well, exactly that, right? For your entire life. I guess for the entire time that you've been building, that's how long it took.
Wow.
To prepare for that moment. It didn't just start these, you know, few months that I have that lead up to it. It started, you know, 30 years ago, man, when I decided that this is what I wanted to do and, you know, had the support of my mama and a host of a lot of people, man. I mean, this journey is not just mine to celebrate. It's everybody that has something to do with it. From the beginning in Chattanooga, Tennessee, making my way to Atlanta, signing with a record company at 14 years old, then having this incredible journey, finding music, finding producers, finding sources of inspiration, you know, and then moving on to other areas, you know, finding artists and working and collaborating with other people. So I celebrate all of that leading up to that moment. So if anything, if you want to take note, the preparation starts today. If you're working on it right now, then hopefully you'll get there someday. But man, don't take those, you know, those 10,000 hours lightly, man. We live in a time where, you know, you can have success overnight. I mean,
Right.
you know, we have social interaction that gives us access to everything. But, you know, that work that you have to put in order to, you know, own that moment and deserve that moment can't be taken lightly.
Any early Super Bowl predictions?
Probably too early for me, man. I don't know, bro. I come here to ask you. To be honest, I'm like, yo, what you think? You know? But somebody said something about Miami. Somebody said something, you know, about Kansas
City. 49ers.
Somebody said something about 49ers. Yeah.
You a Cowboy fan?
I mean, you know, I was born in Dallas, Texas, and have always been, you know, a fan, you know, of the Cowboys throughout the years. You know, so you know, who knows? It could be a good year. They seem to be getting it together. You know.
The new album, Coming Home,
Yeah.
going to release on the same day as the Super Bowl. That's not an accident, is it?
No. That was strategic. You know, part of it is, you know, paying tribute to the past. You know, being present here in Las Vegas. What a surprise, right? To have an incredible residency run here. 100 shows I will have played by the end of November.
Mm-hmm.
And then to have the treat of being able to play the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, man, it's like, you know, here you have this grand opportunity that is almost like a crescendo of what started off really in a pandemic.
Right.
People don't really know that part, right? When I came to Las Vegas, it was quiet. Nobody was here, nothing was happening. People thought I was crazy for putting tickets on sales. But to be honest, it was belief that we would get back to the norm, you know what I'm saying? And in a time when the world just felt like upside down, like what is normal anymore? We ain't been outside or been into a concert hall or celebrated with each other in a year, you know what I'm saying? And here you have this grand opportunity to start this journey that now leads up to the Super Bowl for me.
So that moment was also for you because you wanted to get outside also. You wanted to see people because you were shut in. They was like, oh man, I get a chance to see Usher. But you like, Usher get a chance to see y'all.
Yeah, man. The first thing that we did a show in Los Angeles for iHeartRadio, which was like the actual first time I'd sang and also to been in the room, or anybody had been in the room in LA. So that was the first thing. And then to come to Las Vegas and then launch my residency successfully, as I said, you know, the time that we spent here and now to be able to come here and celebrate, man, this incredible moment.
This is your 9th solo album.
Yeah.
This is your first in 8 years. What can we expect?
Well, first, after the Super Bowl, as you said, the album comes out. Coming Home, we've released one record so far, Good Good, featuring Summer Walker and also 221 Savage. #1 record there, so really happy about that. Radio has played a major part in that. Social interaction, a ton of other things, but you know, I really, you know, feel like I put a lot of heart and time into making certain that this was curated right, something that felt like, you know, this next chapter of my life, as I talk to you about the past, the present, happening here in Las Vegas, the future. And once we get there in February, is the next frontier, is that next chapter of my life and my legacy. This, by the way, marks the first album that I put out as an independent artist. Very important part, right? Because what you should know is that, yeah, legacy obviously is a part of what, you know, gave me the hit records to be able to have a foundation to stand on. But at that juncture in my life, I didn't just rely on that. I decided to move away and also to be independent. Mega, myself, Larry Jackson, L.A. Reid, and I came together and formed Gamma, and Mega is the support of it. Since then, it's just been a labor of like being reminded of why we did it. I can go back to my 13-year-old days and remember the beginning between me and LA. Now, at 45 years old, and him having a world of it experience, you know, just one of the greatest executives of our time, Black executives of our time, you know, breaking so many artists in so many different genres. Now we get to bring all that equity together and do something that is all about passion.
He's one of the greatest record executives, regardless of color.
That's right.
You look at all the acts that he's discovered and put on. He's been unbelievable.
Yeah.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because you know we like to do something before two something.